up, guys? Welcome to another ASA Daily Rants. Today's topic is exams, and I will be discussing my ways of how I passed exams. But first, let me get my coconut water on. What the hell? So as you guys all know, exams is probably the most stressful time of people's lives. Every time an exam comes closer, everyone gets all nervous, they get stressed out, their mind is bloated with like facts and like all these other stuff, you know? But for me, I feel like the simple, best way to study for an exam is the day or the time right before it. The reason I say it is because my memory is kind of short, so sometimes I forget really fast. Like, I would study for the whole semester, and then when the test comes, I'll be blanked out. I don't know if that's just me or that's a lot of people, but for me, whenever I come near a test, I always forget stuff. So the best thing what I do is right before the day of the test, I quickly skim through everything, get everything back in my brain, and then take the test. Because I feel like that's the best way, because right before, it's still going to be in your brain. I'm pretty sure no one's going to forget right away, like, hey, what's your name? John. And then he's like, oh, what's your name again? I'm pretty sure no one's going to have that situation, you know? You're going to still remember it. So that's why the best way for me is study right before the test. I don't know if this is true or not, but gum is also a good way to like take the test because it clears out your mind or something. I'm not sure, but it's something like that. When you're taking an exam or a test, another thing I feel is very beneficial is when you're taking it, look at the multiple choice options. You know, there's going to be 4 or 5 or 6, I don't know how many. But you see, use common sense to some of them. Like if they say, what's the color of an orange, you know? And they give you options like green, red, purple, black, orange. You know, have eliminating choices. Like, take out, obviously it's not black, and obviously it's not purple, so take those out. So it might be green or orange, you never know. And then you know, just keep guessing, and whatever you feel is comfortable, like, the word orange sounds like the color orange. So that must be the answer, orange, you know? That was just an example, I'm not that stupid, but you know, like when you get into a situation like that, when it's like all about common sense, use it. Don't just be like, oh, this is so hard, you know? Use common sense when you're answering questions. Breaking down choices is probably the best way to find your perfect answer. I'm pretty sure in tests they give you one retarded answer and the rest are actually close to your answer. You know what I mean? Like in a math example, there might be 2 plus 2. They can give you answers like 100, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get it? Like there'll be one obvious that's not it, which is like the 100, and the rest are gonna be close to it. And you're gonna have to, you know, do your own math and get it. 2 plus 2, 4. But the best way is to study right before the exam. Trust me, it'll work. Because, you know, you don't want to forget it. You want to have everything you learned or everything you study into your mind. People who study all semester, like they study day, night, like they'll be like, oh my god, I have a test coming in like 6 months. Oh my god, I gotta start studying. You know, there's a lot of people like that. Don't deny it. There's a lot of people who study 5-6 months before the exam. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting information in your brain. But what I feel is that right before the test is the best time to study. You can study if you want, you can read it, but this and that. But the day before, skim through it, quickly read through it so everything gets in your brain. So when you see it on the paper, you can think, oh, I read this yesterday. Oh, I know this. I read this like 3 minutes ago, you know? That happens. So trust me, use that advice. And that's probably the best one I have. I don't think there's no more. Yeah, there's no more. But I hope you guys enjoyed this rant or this little advice video. Till tomorrow for another ASA Daily Rant. That's a wrap, and peace.
Hey guys, I'm Adam, and welcome to ASA Daily Rants. Today's topic is exams. Let me tell you guys a story about this exam I took a couple years ago. One time I was in school and I was taking an exam. But when I took the exam, I didn't know anything. I didn't know any of the answers to the questions, and I even forgot how to write my name. 1 hour passed and I was still taking a test. I just didn't know what to do. Like I was just staring at my paper and just... Why is there Bollywood background music? This isn't a Shake rant. Shots fired. I'm just kidding, Shake. You know I love you. No, I don't. Alright guys, I'm serious now. I'm gonna let you guys know 3 ways how I passed an exam that you should not, repeat, not do. Because it was just really stupid of me to do. And if you guys know that I did that, you guys would probably think really like, just think like really bad about me. And like, I wouldn't want you guys to see me that way, or just think like I'm that guy that would like, I don't want you guys to judge me. Cut the music. This ain't a Shake rant. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you guys know 3 dumb ways how I passed an exam. Number 1, I sat next to the smartest kid in my class. I pretended that I was taking an exam and stuff like that. I waited till the smart kid was almost done, because if he was done, he just runs to the teacher and just gives him the paper. So I kept an eye on his paper. Once he was almost done, he had about 1 or 2 questions left. While the teacher wasn't looking, I took my phone and I went like this. I took pictures of his test and he gave me this dirty look. And I was like, yo, you better shut your butt up. Shut your butt up. Come on, I'm trying to pass, bro. I'm trying to pass. And I just copied down all the answers of the picture that I had. And I ended up passing that exam with an A-. Number 2, I sat down next to an Asian kid. I mean a smart kid in my class. Because y'all smart, like, what would I have done without you guys? I sat down next to this kid and we were both taking an exam. I kept trying to look at his exam, but he kept covering it. I tried everything that I did to look at his paper, but he did not even let me look at it a bit. Until I passed him a note. I wrote down in the note, I'll give you $20 if you let me see your paper for 5 minutes before you give it to the teacher. He read the note and he started smiling. Okay, here you go. He gave me his exam and I copied every single thing down. I changed up some answers so it won't look that obvious. And while I was writing down the answers, he kept rushing me and giving me this attitude. He ended up snatching his paper and I got a paper cut on my finger. So I got really mad. Luckily, I copied all the answers from his exam. And I did not appreciate his attitude and the paper cut he gave me. So I gave my exam to the teacher and I ended up running away from class while he was waiting for his $20. The next day I showed up in class and he came up to me asking me about the money. And I was like, I'm legally blind. Number 3, for this one I couldn't sit next to someone smart in my class. So I was just making up answers for the whole exam so it could look like I'm actually doing something and having something written. There was this really smart kid in my class, his name was Steven. When everybody handed in their exams, while the teacher wasn't looking, I took Steven's paper. I erased his name and I put Adam Saleh. And in my exam I put Steven. A week later the teacher handed back our tests and I had an A+. Steven got his exam back and he had a F. And he went crazy. He told the teacher that this is not his paper. They ended up trying to find out who took his paper. They asked all the students in the class. And I was just like, I'm legally blind. The teacher ended up letting Steven take the exam again. And he ended up getting an A+ too. High five, Steven. Teamwork, bro. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this rant, make sure you give it a thumbs up and go turkey. Like this video and let's try to reach 5,000 thumbs up on this rant so it can be our first ever rant to reach 5,000 thumbs up. Because if we don't, I feel like I'm just be like so sad and I wouldn't sleep and I wouldn't eat if we don't reach this, like, I wouldn't. You can stop, Shake's not here. I know Team ASA, Doomy Gang can do this, so make sure you do give it a thumbs up if you can. I love you guys so much and I hope you guys did enjoy this exam story that you guys are not supposed to do, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow with another ASA Daily Vlogs and another ASA Daily Rants. Take care and peace. I love you.